Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born on the 5th of February 1985 in the São Pedro parish of Funchal, the capital of the Portuguese island of Madeira, and grew up in the nearby parish of Santo Antonio. He is the fourth and youngest child of Maria Dolores dos Santos Viveiros do Aveiro, a cook, and José Denise Aveiro, a municipal gardener and part-time kit man. His great-grandmother on his father's side, Isabel de Piedade, was from the island of São Vicente, Cape Verde. He has one older brother, Hugo, and two older sisters, Elma and Liliana Cocha. His mother revealed that she wanted to abort him due to poverty, his father's alcoholism, and having too many children already, but her doctor refused to perform the procedure. Ronaldo grew up in an impoverished Catholic Christian home, sharing a room with all his siblings. As a child, Ronaldo played for Andorinha from 1992 to 1995, where his father was the kit man, and later spent 2 years with Nacional. In 1997, aged 12, he went on a 3-day trial with Sporting CP, who signed him for a fee of £1,500. He subsequently moved from Madeira to Alcochete, near Lisbon, to join Sporting's youth academy. By age 14, Ronaldo believed he had the ability to play semi-professionally and agreed with his mother to cease his education to focus entirely on football. With a troubled life as a student and living in Lisbon area away from his Madeiran family, he didn't complete schooling beyond the 6th grade. While popular with other students at school, he had been expelled after throwing a chair at his teacher, who he said had disrespected him. 1 year later, he was diagnosed with tachycardia, a condition that could have forced him to give up playing football. Ronaldo underwent heart surgery where a laser was used to cauterize multiple cardiac pathways into one, altering his resting heart rate. He was discharged from the hospital hours after the procedure and resumed training a few days later. At age 16, Ronaldo was promoted from Sporting's youth team by first-team manager Laszlo Ballon, who was impressed with his dribbling. He subsequently became the first player to play for the club's under-16, under-17 and under-18 teams, the B team and the first team, all within a single season. A year later, on the 29th of September 2002, Ronaldo made his debut in the Primeira Liga, against Braga, and on the 7th of October, he scored 2 goals against Moreirense in their 3-0 win. Over the course of the 2002-03 season, his representatives suggested the player to Liverpool manager Gerard Houllier and Barcelona president Joan Laporta. Manager Arsene Wenger, who was interested in signing Ronaldo, met with him at Arsenal's stadium in November to discuss a possible transfer. Manchester United manager Alex Ferguson was determined to acquire Ronaldo on a permanent move urgently, after Sporting defeated United 3-1 at the inauguration of the Estadio José Alvalade in August 2003. Initially, United had planned to sign Ronaldo and loan him back to Sporting for a year. Having been impressed by him, the United players urged Ferguson to sign him. After the game, Ferguson agreed to pay Sporting £12.24 million, for what he considered to be one of the most exciting young players he had ever seen. A decade after his departure from the club, in April 2013, Sporting honored Ronaldo by selecting him to become their 100,000th member. Ronaldo's move to Manchester United was completed on the 12th of August, 2003, too late for the 2003 FA Community Shield but in time for their game against Bolton Wanderers on the opening day of the 2003-04 season, and made him the first Portuguese player to sign for the club. His transfer fee made him, at the time, the most expensive teenager in English football history. Although he requested the number 28, his number at Sporting, he received the squad number 7 shirt, which had previously been worn by such United players as George Best, Eric Cantona, and David Beckham. Wearing the number 7 became an extra source of motivation for Ronaldo. A key element in his development during his time in England proved to be Ferguson, of whom he later said, "He's been my father in sport, one of the most important and influential factors in my career." Ronaldo made his debut as a substitute in a 4-0 home win over Bolton Wanderers in the Premier League on the 16th of August, 2003, and received a standing ovation when he came on for Nicky Butt. His performance earned praise from Best, who hailed it as undoubtedly the most exciting debut he had ever seen. Ronaldo scored his first goal for Manchester United with a free kick in a 3-0 win over Portsmouth on the 1st of November. 3 more league goals followed in the second half of the campaign, the last of which came against Aston Villa on the final day of the season, a match in which he also received the first red card of his career. Ronaldo ended his first season in English football by scoring the opening goal in United's 3-0 win over Millwall, in the 2004 FA Cup final, earning his first trophy. The British press had been critical of Ronaldo during the season for his elaborate step-overs in trying to beat opponents, but teammate Gary Neville said he was not a show pony, but the real thing, and predicted he would become a world-class player. Ronaldo scored United's 1000th Premier League goal on the 29th of October 2004, their only goal in a 4-1 loss to Middlesbrough. A few weeks later, he signed a new contract with the club that extended his previous deal by 2 years to 2010. At the start of 2005, Ronaldo played 2 of his best matches of the 2004-05 season, producing a goal and an assist against Aston Villa and scoring twice against rivals Arsenal. He played the full 120 minutes of the 2005 FA Cup final against Arsenal, which ended in a goalless draw, although Ronaldo scored his attempt in the penalty shootout. United lost 5-4. Ronaldo won his second trophy in English football, the Football League Cup, after scoring the third goal in United's 4-0 final win over Wigan Athletic. During his third season in England, Ronaldo was involved in several incidents. He had a one-match ban imposed on him by UEFA for a one-fingered gesture towards Benfica fans, and was sent off in the Manchester derby, a 3-1 defeat, for kicking Manchester City's former United player Andy Cole. Ronaldo clashed with a teammate, striker Ruud van Nistelrooy, who took offence at the winger's showboating style of play. Following the 2006 FIFA World Cup, in which he was involved in an incident where club teammate Wayne Rooney was sent off, Ronaldo publicly asked for a transfer, lamenting the lack of support he felt he had received from the club over the incident. United denied the possibility of him leaving the club. Although his World Cup altercation with Rooney resulted in Ronaldo being booed throughout the 2006-07 season, it proved to be his breakout year, as he broke the 20-goal barrier for the first time and won his first Premier League title. An important factor in this success was his one-to-one training by first-team coach René Meulenstein, who taught him to make himself more unpredictable, improve his teamwork, call for the ball and capitalize on goal-scoring opportunities rather than waiting for the chance to score the aesthetically pleasing goals for which he was already known. He scored 3 consecutive braces at the end of December, against Aston Villa, a win that put United on top of the league, Wigan and Reading. Ronaldo was named the Premier League Player of the Month in November and December, becoming only the 3rd player to receive consecutive honours. At the quarter-final stage of the 2006-07 UEFA Champions League, Ronaldo scored his first goals in his 30th match in the competition, scoring twice in a 7-1 win over Roma. He subsequently scored 4 minutes into the first semi-final leg against Milan, which ended in a 3-2 win, but was marked out of the second leg as United lost 3-0 at the San Siro. He also helped United reach the 2007 FA Cup final, but the final against Chelsea ended in a 1-0 defeat. Ronaldo scored the only goal in the Manchester derby on the 5th of May, his 50th goal for the club, as United won their first league title in 4 years. As a result of his performances, he amassed a host of personal awards for the season. He won the Professional Footballers Association's Players Player, Fans Player and Young Player of the Year awards, as well as the Football Writers Association's Footballer of the Year award, becoming the first player to win all 4 main PFA and FWA honours. His wages were raised to £120,000 a week as part of a 5-year contract extension. Ronaldo was named runner-up to Kaká for the 2007 Ballon d'Or, and came 3rd, behind Kaká and Lionel Messi, in the running for the 2007 FIFA World Player of the Year award. Ronaldo scored his first hat-trick for United in a 6-0 win against Newcastle United on the 12th of January 2008, which put United top of the league table. On the 19th of March, he captained United for the first time in a home win over Bolton and scored both goals in a 2-0 win. His second goal was his 33rd of the campaign, surpassing George Best's total of 32 goals in the 1967-68 season, setting the club's new single-season record by a midfielder. His 31 league goals earned him the Premier League Golden Boot, as well as the European Golden Shoe, which made him the first winger to win the latter award. He additionally received the PFA Players Player of the Year and FWA Footballer of the Year awards for the 2nd consecutive season. In the knockout stage of the Champions League, Ronaldo scored the decisive goal against Lyon to help United advance to the quarter-finals 2-1 on aggregate. While playing as a striker, he scored with a header in the 3-0 aggregate win over Roma. United reached the final against Chelsea in Moscow, where, despite his opening goal being negated by an equaliser and his penalty kick being saved in the shootout, United emerged victorious. As the Champions League top scorer, Ronaldo was named the UEFA Club Footballer of the Year. Ronaldo scored a total of 42 goals in all competitions during the 2007-08 season, his most prolific campaign during his time in England. He missed 3 matches after headbutting a Portsmouth player at the start of the season, an experience he said taught him not to let opponents provoke him. As rumors circulated of Ronaldo's interest in moving to Real Madrid, United filed a tampering complaint with governing body FIFA over Madrid's alleged pursuit of their player, but they declined to take action. FIFA President Sepp Blatter asserted that the player should be allowed to leave his club, describing the situation as modern slavery. Despite Ronaldo publicly agreeing with Blatter, he remained at United for another year. Ahead of the 2008-09 season, on the 7th of July, Ronaldo underwent ankle surgery, which kept him out of action for 10 weeks. Following his return, he scored his 100th goal in all competitions for United with the first of 2 free kicks in a 5-0 win against Stoke City on the 15th of November, which meant he had now scored against all 19 opposition teams in the Premier League at the time. At the close of 2008, Ronaldo helped United win the 2008 FIFA Club World Cup in Japan, assisting the final winning goal against Liga de Quito and winning the silver ball in the process. With his 2008 Ballon d'Or and 2008 FIFA World Player of the Year, Ronaldo became United's first Ballon d'Or winner since Best in 1968, and the first Premier League player to be named the FIFA World Player of the Year. His match-winning goal in the second leg against Porto, a 40-yard strike, earned him the inaugural FIFA Puskas Award, presented by FIFA in recognition of the best goal of the year. He later called it the best goal he had ever scored. United advanced to the final in Rome, where he made little impact in United's 2-0 defeat to Barcelona. Ronaldo ended his time in England with 9 trophies, as United claimed their 3rd successive league title, and a Football League Cup. He finished the campaign with 26 goals in all competitions, 16 goals fewer than the previous season, in 4 more appearances. His final goal for United came on the 10th of May 2009 with a free kick in the Manchester derby at Old Trafford.